Hello guys and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Now the sound sounds much better here in the bedroom, so this is going to be my new recording place. Right guys, so it's story time and we've received a story from Dave, who's a subscriber to the channel, to let you know about what happened with him when he met a Thai woman online back in 2018 and then decided to go to Chiang Mai to meet up with this incredible Thai woman. So guys, without further delay, let's jump in to today's story. Hi Dan, hope you're surviving at the moment. It will get better and easier, believe me. So here's my story. I met a Thai woman online back in 2018, fancying widening my ideas. She seemed really nice, spoke good English, well educated and a good family person. Everything seemed good, so we spoke daily on the Line application, and I eventually made the decision to come over to Chiang Mai early 2019 to spend 2 weeks with this beautiful woman. As with most people, I was blown away with Thailand and its beautiful scenery, food, etc. Now we got on really well from the start and things were looking great. Although this was early days and we all know about the facades that are put up initially. So I was just keeping an open mind and seeing how things progressed. She took me to lots of tourist attractions, nice restaurants and so on. However, it soon became clear that it was me that was having to pay for everything. Not used to this, as it's normally a 50-50 thing in the UK, but it's the done thing in Thailand, isn't it? But things seemed to be going pretty well. That was until week 2, day 3. So we were at a night market, looking around when I suggested we eat. Well, all hell broke loose. I didn't understand what the problem was. I got some silent treatment and the cold stare. We ate at a restaurant and returned back to the hotel without speaking at all. Red flag number 1. She later said that it's not the Thai way to eat halfway through shopping and we should have waited until after before eating. Very strange, I thought. Anyhow, things returned to normal and I returned to UK and decided to come back to Thailand later that year. We travelled the country and went to some great places, but argued over the most trivial things. Fast forward, she's been to the UK to stay with me now on 2 lengthy occasions. The second time, we had a massive argument over food again. We had eaten dinner in the evening, when about an hour later, she was back on the food. I made a joke saying, "Wow, you Thais can put some food away." Kaboom! She went mental, resulting in her doing one to her cousins in the south of England and eventually returning home. She kept in touch with me, but it was quite clear that this was all my fault and not hers, in her head that is. Well, stupidity kicked in and she later returned to UK for a couple of months where all was okay. However, for 1 week, every month, she's completely nuts. Irrational, angry, won't accept any blame on her side, argumentative, silent treatment, running to her family and friends, telling them I'm the big bad wolf, etc. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Like your wife, Dan. Very true, very true. TikTok and Facebook starts at dawn and shuts at dusk every day, and the sex has virtually stopped too. I realised I was now treading on eggshells all the time. Almost everything I say or do seems to be wrong now, and when I defend myself, all hell breaks loose again. I think I can recall one occasion when she's admitted being wrong and apologised. Now don't get me started on the subject of driving. She has a car but doesn't like driving. So I have to. I've driven top to bottom and all over in between the country, but I'm either going too fast, too slow, in the wrong lane, just generally wrong all the time. I can't bloody win. One time I slowed to let someone out of a side road. Big mistake there. She went mental. I ended up getting out and walking. Anyhow, I've come over to Thailand now for a couple of months as a bit of a tester to see if I could live here, maybe 6 months of the year. Her proposal was for me to pay for a small house to be built in her village on her land.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
She and her parents own quite a lot of land, and for me to take ownership of an apartment that she owns as security. However, like you highlighted earlier, I would be living in a small village of non-English speaking people with the thick end of nothing to do. All her family and friends would be around her, and I know if and when we argued, it would again be all my fault and pretty much without any allies on my side. Now don't get me wrong, when she's fine and all is well, but I can set my clock with her moods. She said that she doesn't want me for the money, but I'm feeling like, and this isn't me being arrogant, far from it, that I'm some sort of trophy and the house and everything else is just a status boost for her. She currently lives with her parents in a house her ex built for them before she divorced him. Wow. So alarm bells are ringing there too. My problem is, I'm not sure it's me being too cautious, having heard all the horror stories of past nightmares. She does get on well with my kids and my parents are very generous with gifts, etc. Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm in my mid-50s and recently retired too. Her parents are, well, let's just say, awkward to be around, and this would be a daily thing, as the land on which to build the house is smack bang next to their house. And as you already know about Thai women and their parents, you can't get between them, can you? She has a good group of friends and they are all fantastic people. In fact, she is in their company, but can quickly change once they have gone. I'm no mug when it comes to women, generally, but this one is definitely a tricky one. So I'm now on that creaky big fence on whether to take the plunge or steer clear, as it will probably get worse over time. We all like a challenge, don't we? But this is definitely a beard stroking moment for me. Well, that's if I had a beard. One other thing, she's not nor never has been a bar girl. Totally the opposite, in fact. Anyway, just thought you might want to have a look at this. I'm sure there are others in the same situation and some discussion might help out. Kind regards, stay strong and keep up the good work, Dave B. Right, Dave, thanks for sending your email into the channel, and I'm sure there's a lot of foreigners that have dated Thai women here in Thailand that can relate to your story. I certainly can, for one, and I know there's going to be a lot of other people that have been in a similar situation to you, Dave. And if I was you, I would turn and I would bloody run, mate. Someone taught me yesterday, a Thai woman. I've made a few friends since I broke up with my ex because I feel like I still need to learn a little bit more about these women. And there was something that she said to me yesterday that made me, it was something I already understood, but it made me like wake up to the fact that, yeah, she's right. I don't think there are any exceptions. She basically said, if you get with a poor woman, yeah, here in Thailand, everything is going to be about money. And these poor women do tend to be quite bipolar, can get very upset and very angry quite quickly. And she basically said to me that they are literally all the same. They've all got the same MO type. Yeah, she can get angry over food, just you mentioning something. she gets super angry, which is crazy. And if you allow her to do that, then she knows that she can push it more and more and more and start treating you like crap more and more. I've been through it, yeah. As everybody knows, I share my whole life on the channel and what's happened to me. I share too much, really. But I hope that with what I share, it does actually help some people. If she's not got a great job and she doesn't make much money, she's not got a proper job, her family are quite poor, etc. I mean, a lot of Thai people own a lot of land. It just gets passed over through the generations, guys. It doesn't mean they're necessarily rich. They just own land that they probably can't sell unless they sell for cheap. There's not much that they do with the land. It's just there. But obviously, if they get a foreigner, they're going to want a house building on that land, or they're going to want you to do something with that land. The way it works over here with poor women is that they get with men for money. Even Thai men, they want money. They want you to give them a monthly salary, and they want you to make their lives better. And what I said to my friend yesterday is that the difficulty I have with this kind of culture is that I don't like to give money to a woman. And the main reason why I don't like to give money to a woman as like a monthly salary, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there that do this, is that you don't know whether it's real love or not, because these women will be with you for like, if you give them like 5,000 baht or 6,000 baht a month, or they feel like you're going to better their lives in the future, they will be with you just for that. Whether you're fat, ugly, old, repulsive, it doesn't matter, guys, if they are poor. It's a hard life here for these Thai girls, and if they're poor, they want to better their own lives, their own families' lives, and if they've got children, obviously they want to better their lives as well. So if you're a kind man, yeah, kind meaning, they always say kind, this word kind meaning you give money, yeah, you share money, you're happy to take care of their family, you're happy to take care of their mother, you're happy to build a house, you're happy to give money, you're happy if there's any debts or any problems that they get into, that you will bail them out, and then they will be with you, yeah. But if you're getting all these quirks and all this attitude, then more than likely this woman isn't really that happy to be with you, and that's why she gets triggered so easily. I mean, I'm starting to reflect back on my past and what went on, and I'm thinking, yeah, the woman that I was with wasn't happy because I wasn't giving her a monthly salary, I wasn't bettering her life. So anything that I said to annoy her would trigger her very easily, even the most smallest things. And it will always be my fault, because in reality, we have to accept that they don't really want to be with us. They're with us for what we can provide and give to them. And it's not nice. So my advice to you, Dave, is to basically get away from this woman, yeah, whether she's beautiful or whatever. There's so many beautiful women here in Thailand, yeah. You've got the pick of the bunch, and you can get with a much better woman that's in an okay job here in Thailand. If you want someone who's got a full-time job, that's making money, yeah, that doesn't necessarily need to have to be with you, yeah. It's nice if you're with them because the salary isn't that much here. If you do a bit of research, Dave, they can earn between like 250 baht, someone on 200 baht that I know, the Thai friends that I know that get 200 baht a day. If they work in a bar or something in Isan, they can make 200 baht a day and then make a bit of extra money on tips, for example. If they work in a hospital, for example, in the daytime, they can make like 300 baht. And if they work evenings, they can make 500 baht a day. But a proportion of that money will go towards like the mother, the father, or the sister, or someone that they're helping out within the family. And their money is all tied up in regards to maybe a finance for the car, the bills, the food that she pays for herself and for her family. If she's got children, it's going to be tied up with them. And they have very little left. So you're never going to get them to pay 50-50 for meals and stuff because they can't afford it. And what really annoys me, right, is that they make little money, so they're very careful in how much they spend on themselves for food. But if they go out with you, they're happy for you to spend like 500 baht, 1,000 baht or up on a meal and not even blink an eye and not even be that thankful for it when they know they can't even do that for themselves. Now that is a big alarm bell for me, and that's time to run for the hills. That's why I say if you date these Thai women, just take them to a normal Thai restaurant, get them some bloody noodles or something that's nice and cheap, and see if they're happy with that or not. You have to understand that these poor women, will be with you for the money, guys. I know a lot of people don't want to accept it because there's a lot of people in that watch the channel that are in relationships with poor Isan women and believe that they love them and care for them. And yeah, there are exceptions, that you can't tar everybody with the same brush, but for the majority, guys, I try to keep you safe, and I just try to tell you how it is. We always think that we found that one, that special one that's different to everybody else, and then all of a sudden, boom, we realise, no, she wasn't that special. It's just because you was infatuated with her, or you loved her, that you was blinded to what you could see in front of you. And when you love someone or you're infatuated with someone, you always make excuses up for their behaviour. So you don't end up believing that this woman is bad and only using you for what she can get out of you. And when you start buying houses and stuff, it's going to get a little bit more serious, and you could end up out on your ear. They've got a house that they own. They're happy. There might be complications with the condo that you was talking about, that she was going to put your name on as security. It can get very messy. So David, for me, mate, sometimes it's worth cutting your losses and just trying to find a good girl that doesn't have these mood swings, someone who's got a normal job and not just using you just for the money. So yeah, stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe. Now, guys, if you want to share your story on the channel and you've got your own story that you wish to let everybody know about, to give them a bit of a warning or to try to help other people, then please get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great Sunday, and ciao for now.